Morning, children. How are you all? Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our online class. Today is Saturday, 28th August 2021. Let's start our unit 4. What is a man without a beast, without beauty? A part of it we are reading today. What is a man without the beast? People choose different ways to protect the environment. Here is a speech which is delivered by Red Indian chef Sete more than a century ago to save his land. Chief Settle became world famous for a moving speech he made in 1854, just before his lands were taken from him and his people. Settle's words resonate very well in the environmental community and are in fact considered to be something like a gospel of the greens. How can you buy or sell the sky? Can you sell the sky? The warmth of the land, the idea is strange to us. If we do not, okay, children, if we do not own the freshness of air and sparkle of water, how can you buy them from us? Every part of the earth is sacred to my people. Every shining pine needle, every sandy shore, every mist in the dark woods, every clear and humming insect are holy in the memory and experience of my people. It is a story about Chief Settle. The sap which courses through the trees carries the memories and experiences of my people. The sap which courses through the trees, okay, carries the memories, right, children? It carries the memories of the red man. Earlier, people were like this. See the tribe of the people, they used to wear such clothes where dressing would be something very different. The tribal people, we call them, isn't it? Red man and all. See the garden greenery and all, and the experience of my people. The sap which courses through the trees carries the memory and experience of my people. The sap which courses through the trees carries memories of the red man. They are a part of earth and it is a part of us. The perfume flowers are our sisters, the deer, the horse, and the great eagle. These are our brothers. Understood? They are our brothers and sisters. Animals and all, friends, they have become flowers and all. Flowers and animals. The rocky crest, the juices in the meadows, the body heat of the pony, and the man all belong to the same family. So when the great chief in Washington sends word that he wishes to buy our land, he asks much of us. The great white chief sends word that he will reserve us a place so that we can live comfortably but to ourselves. He will be our father and we will be his children. So we will consider your offer to be land, but it will not be easy, for this land is sacred to us. This shining water that moves in streams and rivers is not just water but the blood of our ancestors. If we sell our land, you must remember that it is sacred blood of our ancestors, isn't it? Old people, they don't may allow us to sell our land, our home and all, no? Because their memories are their ancestors, old people's great grandparents and all memories will be there in that area, in that home, in that place, isn't it? In some box, cupboards and all, they don't make it move also. If we sell you land, you must remember that it is sacred and you must teach your children also the same thing, that the ghostly reflection in the clear water of the lake tells of the events in life of my people. The water's murmur is the voice of my father's father. The rivers of our brothers quench our thirst. The rivers carry our canoes and feed our children. If we sell you our land, got it, our area, you must remember to teach your children that the rivers are our brothers and yours, and you must henceforth give rivers the kindness that would give my brother. that you would give my brother. Understood? So it is so important and ancestral. Now what is precious, children? The air. The air is precious to the red man. For all the things they share the same breath, isn't it? They also live in same community, but there's a lot of respect and love there. The bees, the tree, the man, they all share the same breath, isn't it? The tree which is there in that area, the people who live, the bad things, all what happened, but they get the same breath, same air. The white man does not seem to notice the air he breathes. They don't notice it all. Like a man dying for many days, he is numb to the stench. But if we sell you our land, what you must remember, that the air is precious to us, that the air shares its spirit with all the life it supports. The wind that gave our grandfather his last and his first breath also receives his last sight. Last time he can see them, like that. What is your last wish, they ask, isn't it? It is the same thing. Got it? And if we sell you our land, you must keep it apart and sacred. Okay, as a part where even the white man can go to taste the wind that is sweetened by the meadow's flowers. So we will consider your effort to buy our land. If we decide to accept, I will make one condition. The white man must treat the beasts of this land as his brothers. Got it? I am a savage, but and do not understand any other way. I have seen thousands of rotting buffaloes on the prairie left by the white man who shot them from a passing train. I am a savage and do not understand how the smoking iron horse can be made more important than the buffalo that you kill only to stay alive. What is a man without the beast? If all beasts were gone, man would die from a great loneliness of the spirit. From whatever happens to the beast, some soon happens to man. All things are connected. Understood? Respect. You must teach your children that the ground beneath their feet is the ashes of our grandfathers. Isn't it? The world, the earth, like the area which we are staying, is because of our grandfathers' love, courtesy, respect, and their hard work, so that they will respect the land. Tell your children that the earth is rich with the lives of our kin. Teach your children what we have taught our children. Got it? What we taught you all, you teach your children also the same thing. That the earth is our mother. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons of earth. If men spit upon the ground, they spit upon themselves. They are insulting the earth. This we know. The earth does not belong to man. Man belongs to earth. All things are connected with the blood which unites one family. Got it? All things are connected. Aunt, chacha, puppu and all. They are different, but still they are one because their blood is same. The family is one. Grandparents are same. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons of the earth. Men did not weave the web of life. He is merely a strand in it. There is a connection between everyone. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. Understood? God walks and talks with him as friend and to a friend. Cannot be exempt from the common destiny. Common luck. They have all of them. We may be brothers after all, we shall see. One community we all are, the writer wants to tell us. One thing we know which the white man may one day discover, our God is same God. You may think now that how you own him as you wish to own our land, but you cannot. He is a God of man. Okay? And his compassion is equal for the red man and white. There are two tribes, two kinds of people in the story, red man and the white man. Okay, according to the area they are given the names. just to differentiate them. Earth is precious, but they are equal, but their compassion, they are telling, their theme is the same, that earth is ours, it's our motherland, we should respect it. Any some or the other way, we all are connected to each other, isn't it? We all belong to one community, human community. The earth is precious to him, and to harm the earth is to heap contempt on its creature. The whites too shall pass, perhaps sooner than other tribes. But in your perishing you will shine brightly, fired by the strength of the God who brought you to this land, and for some special purpose gave you dominion over this land and over the red man. Understood? The destiny is a mystery to us. We don't know where we are going to go tomorrow. But now, till we are here, we should respect each other. We are a human community and we all belong to the same land. For we do not understand what the buffaloes are, when the buffaloes are slaughtered, the wild horses are tamed, the secret corners of the forest heavy with the scent of many men, and the view of the ripe hills blotted by talking wires. Where is the thicket gone? Where is the eagle gone? The end of living and beginning of survival. So we'll see. We have to make a speech, children. Prepare a speech of taking these hints. The threats to animal and plant life, pollution of air, water and earth and its consequences, the need to preserve our environment for ourselves and for future generation. On Google you go, World Environment Day, you click, you will get few pictures. This is posture, something like a posture speech. Okay, draw it, color it, write about it 5 to 10 lines. Understood? Homework for today. Why did Chief Sethi say that the earth is sacred to his people? The speaker says, I am a savage. What do you think is a savage, the red Indian or the white? Why? Why does the chief say the destiny is a mystery to us? Last one, fourth one. What is man without a beast? If all the beasts were gone, man would die from great loneliness of the spirit. Do you think so? Why? Send me the answers in the evening between 5 to 8. Thank you, children. See you in next class. Assalamu alaikum.